In the stifling darkness of a July 1942 North African night, Major David Stirling's heart pounded with a mix of dread and determination as he led 18 jeeps of British and French SAS commandos toward a German airfield 230 miles northwest of Cairo, deep in enemy territory. Doubt gnawed at him. Where was the airfield? Should be here. Suddenly, blinding lights shattered the desert's gloom, and the roar of a Luftwaffe Ju-52's engines sent a jolt of panic through the column. Stirling's fear spiked, mistaking the lights for discovery, until he realized a plane was landing, flanked by the steely Captain Paddy Mayne, whose eyes glinted with reckless excitement, and the calm, resolute Lieutenant Carroll Mather on his left, and the eager, adrenaline-fueled aspirant Andre Zirnheld on his right. Stirling steeled himself. "Time to go to work," he commanded, his voice steady despite the knot in his chest. The jeeps, each bristling with twin Vickers K.303 machine guns, roared to life, their crews buzzing with anticipation. At 800 meters, the jeeps snapped into a disciplined line, Stirling's vehicle at the heart, as a surge of unity and purpose coursed through the men. First, one tentative burst, then the full-on chaos, recalled Commando Stephen Hastings, his voice later trembling with awe. The jeeps unleashed 34,000 rounds per minute, the Vickers' thunder shaking the men to their bones. Tracer and incendiary bullets tore through the airfield, shredding Stukas, Bf-109s, Ju-88s, and Bf-110s in a fiery spectacle that filled Stirling with grim satisfaction. For the Germans, it was a nightmare. Panic-stricken, they cowered under planes or fled, their shouts drowned by the relentless barrage. The landing Ju-52 touched down, its crew frantic as the Germans cut the airfield's lights, plunging it back into darkness. Stirling's pulse raced as he fired a green flare, its eerie glow bathing the desert. "Forward!" he shouted, his voice cutting through the men's adrenaline-soaked focus. The jeeps charged in tight formation, Stirling at the tip, heart hammering as they obliterated parked aircraft. The Luftwaffe's pride burned, and Stirling felt a fleeting thrill amid the destruction. But the Germans rallied. As the jeeps hit the taxiway, a 20mm Breda anti-air gun and mortars erupted, shattering the SAS momentum. A mortar exploded near Zirnheld's jeep, his gasp of shock lost in the chaos. Stirling's stomach dropped as a Breda shell tore through his jeep, missing his knees by inches. Trooper John Robson slumped over his gun, blood pooling, and Stirling's grief hit like a fist. Robson was gone. "Get that gun!" he roared to Sergeant Johnny Cooper, fury masking his anguish. The SAS return fire overwhelmed the enemy, their screams fading as the Breda fell silent. Pausing to check ammunition, Stirling's relief was tempered by loss. "Everyone okay?" he called, voice cracking. The men nodded, but the sight of Robson's body haunted them. With half their ammo left, Stirling's resolve hardened. "One more go," he ordered, jaw tight. They tore through the dispersal area, reducing a lone Bf-109 to scrap. Paddy Mayne, eyes blazing with defiance, spotted an untouched Ju-52, leapt out, and planted a bomb on its wing. "Come on, let's go," he bellowed, grinning as it exploded. Stirling fired a red flare, signaling retreat, his chest tight with both triumph and dread. The jeeps split into 4 groups to evade German Stukas. Mather's men, sunburnt and weary, hid in bushes at dawn, their nervous laughter mingling with the sizzle of sausages. Stukas buzzed overhead, and Mathers whispered, "Take cover," carried their shared terror. They went unnoticed, relief washing over them. Zirnheld's French unit, exposed under a ridge, froze as 4 Stukas dove, bullets ripping through sand and steel. Zirnheld's courage faltered as pain seared his stomach and shoulder. His men, hearts pounding, dragged him to their last jeep, desperation driving them. Stirling's group, burying Robson under a makeshift cross of cans, felt sorrow weigh heavy. A Stuka's drone froze them, but it passed, leaving shaky relief. Lost in the desert, low on food and fuel, Stirling battled despair as they navigated endless dunes. A steep escarpment loomed, hope fading, until the navigator spotted British jeeps below. "We made it!" he shouted, joy breaking through their exhaustion. But for Zirnheld, the end was near. As his French unit sped to the rendezvous, François Martin's hands shook, trying to staunch Zirnheld's wounds. Pale and fading, Zirnheld whispered, "I am going to leave you. I am at peace," his serene words piercing Martin's grief. On July 29th, Stirling's men reached safety, but Zirnheld's death cast a shadow over their victory. Stirling's valor earned him the Distinguished Service Order and Order of the British Empire. Detachment became the Special Air Service, its legend born in fire. A poem found in Zirnheld's gear, The Paratrooper's Prayer, became the French Airborne Forces anthem, a tribute to his quiet courage.